Welcome back, Husky Pups, to week 4 of our distance learning in science. We've been looking at our unit on life cycles. So far we have learned about the life cycle of a human, a dog, a butterfly, a beetle, and last week we looked at the life cycle of plants. And if you've been watching my mini video clips, you've been watching the growth of the baby chicks at my house as well as some of the plants. So I thought, what better way to kind of sum up our unit and life cycles than looking at the chicken and the egg specifically this week. So that's what we're going to spend this week doing. I've got some fun projects and ideas for you to complete throughout the week, and I hope you have fun and enjoy it, and I hope you have enjoyed watching my chickies grow up. I'm still waiting for some of those name choices, so if you have any good names, make sure you're sending them my way. All right, let's get started. The chicken and the egg. This week, we're going to look at working on improving our comprehension skills. So we're going to do it together in our videos where I'm going to read the selection to you. But then when you go back and you sign into your Nearpod student-paced lesson each day, you are going to be looking at rereading the selections, answering the questions independently, even though we've already kind of discussed them. So hopefully you get a little bit better as time goes on. That's the goal. By the end of this week, you are going to be able to summarize key details and ideas about a text. You're going to be able to answer comprehension questions about a text, and more specifically about the life cycles of a chicken. So we're going to take a look today at our quick video, The Hen Lays the Egg. The life cycle of a chicken. There are 6 easy steps. But first, what does cycle mean? What do we mean when we say life cycle? Think quick. A cycle is a repeating series of events or actions. Step 1 for a chicken, the egg develops inside the hen. Step 2, the hen lays the egg. Step 3, the hen roosts on the egg to keep it warm. Step 4, the chick breaks out of the egg. Super important. Step 5, the chick becomes fluffy with their down feathers. And step 6, the chick grows into an adult chicken. Now you know the 6 steps of the life cycle of a chicken. We're going to pause there, because that's the end of our video, friends. We're going to continue on taking a look at our work for today. So we've watched the video, and now I'm going to ask you to draw a diagram describing the 6 steps in the life cycle of a chicken. Be sure to label each step with a number and description. So I just kind of went through those briefly. It was a super fast video. It was only about 1.5 minutes or so long. And when I ask you to draw your diagram, it could be with just using the labels, step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on with your description. Or you can be creative and you can draw me pictures and label them with the different steps 1 through 6, okay? So that's your option. There's a couple different ways you can do it. We could always just simply draw out our typical where we start with step 1 and we go to step 2, and I'm not going to label it. I'm going to leave that up to you this week. Step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6. And what do you think happens at the end of step 6 when the chicken becomes that adult chicken? It's no longer a baby chick. What happens with our cycle? We know that cycles are that repeating series of events. So if the series of events in the life cycle of a chicken are going to repeat, then that means when that hen becomes an adult, she is going to do that step 1 again. I'll give you a hint. Laying that egg. I'm going to put arrows so I know which way I'm going. Or I could take a piece of paper, I can fold it into 6 boxes and just draw my arrows accordingly. It's up to you, friends, how you want to do it. But I do want to share with you one other piece today. So in the resource page, you should have found a link for an activity. And that activity looks something like this. Now, this is something for you to be able to print out, color, put together, and use throughout the week to try to help you a little bit. It's just something fun for you to do. It's the life cycle of a chicken. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to color the cover of the wheel. You're going to cut it out along the outside, and you're also going to cut out the dotted lines, okay? The next phase of this is cutting out the second circle. So the second circle, you must cut it out. You're also going to cut out each of these cute little pictures here that I've included. And notice there's only 4 stages here. There was a couple stages that they're important in a chicken's development, but when we think about the big picture of the development of a chicken, we start with the egg cracks, we get the baby chick, and then we get the adult chick. Okay, so depending on what stage you're at is where you're going to cut out, color, and paste in or tape in whatever you have at home. Or you know what, if you don't have that, instead of cutting them out, you could just draw them in the boxes. That would work too. And then you are going to take and put your cover sheet, that first page, over top of this page so that when you move it around, this opening is only going to show 1 cycle at a time. Okay, I'm looking to see what wonderful jobs you do with these. I'm going to look on Nearpod to see the results and how you're doing with drawing those 6 stages. And we'll talk about, you know, the different stages throughout the week and why they're important and where we go as far as the fluffy phase comes in and fades out. And you've already kind of seen that in my chicks here at home with my Chickolettas and Chirpy, my Leghorns and Isa Browns to be more specific, with that growth of the adult feathers from the down feathers. So the fluffy stage, down feathers, and then we have the adult feathers that we're waiting to come in or that are in for some. Okay, so that is it for today, friends. I'm going to ask that you make sure that you complete your work, post it to your dojo page, share it out. We're going to be talking about it, I know, in my Zoom meetings this week. We'll be talking about the chick development. I'm going to try to make sure that I'm posting more pictures and videos of the chicks. Hopefully my weather gets nicer because, you know, my chicks have only been outside once so far this spring and they loved it. Unfortunately, their chicken coop is way too far away from my house right now, so my Wi-Fi doesn't reach out there. So we're going to try to move it in closer so that if the weather does get nice, I can have Wi-Fi and actually get video of my chickies outside enjoying the sun because they loved it. Until next time, tomorrow, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the beginning stages of our chick life cycle.